I was thinking about the better days. My youth so happy, my hair so nappy, had an afro.
On the front foot and really get after us and get the crowd behind them and see if they can really.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Arsenal on 101 channel. Myself and Apollo currently are here to watch Arsenal versus Leeds at Elland Road. Team's just walking out onto the pitch currently. Team news, as you can see on screen, is actually not as it is on screen because last minute Bukayo Saka has picked up a knock in the warm-up and he's been replaced by Noni Madueke. But otherwise, it's as you see on screen. David Raya in goal. Julian Timber right back again. Good to see him back there again. Saliba and Gabriel. And Pierre Nkapie fills in at left back. Obviously, didn't want to overdo Calafiori after his comeback in midweek. Then we see a midfield of Zubimendi, Rice and Havertz. Behind Noni Madueke, Leandro Trossard and Victor Gyökeres. So I think a lot of people will probably be appeased by that lineup because they probably didn't want to see Martin Odegaard. They wanted to see something different. And obviously we saw in midweek the connection between Kai Havertz and Victor Gyökeres. Hopefully we can be profligate in this game against Leeds. Their team is got Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. Cam, welcome to the chat. Hope you're well. Yeah, I do realise about Apollo, who is in the background, having spent some time in hospital, having treatment for his cough. So yeah, get well soon, champ. We missed you last night. Would have loved to have had you at the Neasden High Old Boys get together. But yeah, thanks again, Cam, for that heads up. As Cam says, Saka and Odie need a long break. We have enough to cover them, and they haven't been producing anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that, Cam. Yeah, let them have a break. Let them rejuvenate. Let them get back to fresh legs where they can come and make a difference in a game, even if it is from the bench. Yeah, I'm not too displeased with this team. I still think it's enough to get us across the line in this particular game. Obviously, lots of tests to come. But, you know, look, let's get this one out of the way, hopefully. The bench contains Kepa, Mosquera, Ben White, Odegaard, Jesus, Eze, Martinelli, Norgard, and Calafiori. So a strong bench. And I'll tell you what, in this lineup, there's plenty of support. Welcome to the TAP 18. Garfield says he'll be back to watch the Tears. He's going to watch Goldbridge. Hopefully, Man United slip up. So the managers greeting each other very warmly. Big hugs, a lot of respect, I think mutually both ways. So it's Arsenal who are going to kick off in their blue kit. They're ready now. Declan Rice is going to kick off, probably go straight back to David Raya, who will pump it upfield on the right-hand side in the direction of Noni Madueke. Good defensive header. So interesting news today coming out of Marseille. Apparently, De Zerbi has handed in a resignation letter to Marseille, which obviously has implications on Ethan Nwaneri, because obviously agreement between Arsenal and Marseille is based on time for play by Ethan under De Zerbi. Now, how will that be affected by someone new coming in, potentially new ideas? Noni gets it in the box. Good defending, but it's gone for a corner. Good pressure by Kai Havertz. So first corner of the day. Corner. Let's hope we can get a good delivery. Yeah, looks like Noni's going across to take it. Leandro Trossard is going short, but now he's changed his mind. He's coming back. So we've got big height in the box now with Gyökeres, Havertz, Saliba and Gabriel and Timber all lined up at the back, even with Zubimendi. I've noticed that Noni Madueke is having to shield his eyes from the sun, which is right in his face in that corner. Declan Rice wins the ball. Trossard on the other wing now to deliver, plays it back to Nketiah, he plays it to Saliba, who plays it out to Timber. Delivery, here it comes. Ooh, up in here in the box. Cleared by Leeds, but only as far as Declan Rice, out to Madueke. Ooh, great ball by Saliba to Madueke, who was unable to control it, but if he had and he had the half turn, he would have been in on goal. And then the cross comes in, which is straight into the hands of the keeper. I'm not sure who that was, might have been Zubimendi. So Leeds with their first opportunity to come out and start trying to develop something, passing it amongst their back five currently. The Arsenal press is hard on them. They're still struggling to get it out of their first third. Keeper under pressure from Gyökeres. Cleared by Saliba. Throw into Arsenal in the Arsenal half. So, big up to D-Dubs in the house. Hope you're well, my brother. So the throwing goes to Zubimendi, comes out to Nketiah. He's charging downfield, releases Trossard. Give it to him. Oh. I don't know why Trossard wouldn't give the ball to Nketiah, who overlapped him, giving him the option to do a cross into the box. Good feet from Noni. And then Trossard runs the ball out and play. Throw into Leeds. So Arsenal pressing. Yeah, Cam says time for Noni to show his worth. Absolutely. He is next man up. The issue with Noni is we've seen him play well. We've seen him score a good goal, but unfortunately, it's too little too and not enough. He does good approach play, but his end product is bad, as we saw in midweek, where he had several opportunities to deliver and he wasted them. Leeds are now mounting an attack, or at least attempting to. They have all their players in the Arsenal half by the goalkeeper. Good defending by Nkapie. Prevented the slide move pass, but at the concession of a corner to Leeds. So first corner for Leeds. Gabriel rallying the troops. He knows they have to be cross comes in and it's out. Couldn't tell who that was from. Oh, great take beyond your Trossard. Move it quicker, Deck. You need to up the speed here of the attacks. Get the ball moving quicker. Not be so laboured. Trossard on his wing, back to Nkapie. Give it back to him. And Zubimendi puts in Trossard. He's on the byline with his defender against his back. Got to be strong. And runs a throw in. Throw will be taken by Pierre Nkapie. Doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. Yeah, and in the end, he throws it to Gyökeres. Gyökeres' touch went straight out of play. So I'm not sure what this goalkeeping coach is doing, but I'm not goalkeeping, throwing coach is doing. But that's where I think you need to know what you're doing. If you bring a coach in with the title of the set piece throwing coach, then you should have some set plays in place where you know at this particular part of the pitch, this is what I'm looking to create. You need to run into these spaces. These go long. Well up by Pierre Nkapie. Wins his headed duel there. Throw into Leeds in their own half. Noni's ceiling is much higher than any of our forward options. I disagree. I think Saka has a higher ceiling still. I don't think he's reached his pinnacle as yet. I think he's got more to come. If I have a choice between Noni and Saka, I'm picking Saka every day. Luca did a little bit too much there. Didn't need to do that. Just let the pass go. Crossbar Leeds comes in. Caplet gets it away. Closing down. Allowed to shoot. It's Ampadu. But it goes over the top. Shouldn't have been given the opportunity to move the ball like that without somebody approaching him or closing them down. Raya goes long, defended well by Leeds. And now Gyökeres is found guilty of nudging the player away out of the way to get the ball. Madueke is the best option from the bench. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting thought, which does make sense. Good control from Gyökeres, but his delivery to Havertz was way wide and goes out for a throw-in. I think he needed to find a pass along the floor to somebody else in that situation. Leeds goalkeeper goes long, well up by Gabriel, moved on by Trossard. Arsenal should control this, and they do through Timber, in an attacking position. Saliba's very advanced currently. Declan Rice is shouting. He needs more options. Attack. Timber down the wing, finds Noni, beats his man, deliver. Oh, the delivery again. He did the right thing. He beat his first man, came to his second man, tried to deliver, but the delivery was poor. Interesting ball all the way back to Raya, all the way from centre circle. Looking again for Noni. This time the ball goes out of play. I mean, there's going direct, and it's like, I think Mikel is saying to his players, calm down. We're playing the ball too long. Go on. Trossard on the ball now. He's got to do something. Delivers it into Gyökeres in the box. Kai. Shoot, Zubimendi. No power in it. It was good play all round. Good ball into Gyökeres from Trossard. Gyökeres did well to hold it up for Zubimendi, for Kai Havertz. But then when Zubimendi gets his shot, it's just weak. So predictions are coming in. Cam is going 2-1 to Arsenal. 18 is going 1-0 to Arsenal. Coach Gary has joined us.
Howdy doody, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Gary. How are you? The throw comes in from Leeds, headed clear, and it's going to go all the way back to the Leeds keeper, who pumps it long again. Trossard clears. Leeds back in possession. Garfield says, still too many touches and pragmatic from Arsenal. Need to move it more quickly. I mean, there are two teams in this game. It's not going to always just be an easy case of just move it quickly. Long ball from
What have I missed, Tone?
No chances from anybody so far.
Can't hear you.
No chances from anybody so far. It's been a bright start from Arsenal, but devoid of chances.
I can't hear Tony.
Guys, can anybody hear? Apollo says he can hear both of us. So now there's a foul. Looked like Gyökeres had taken a touch, which was going to get him round his defender. Defender's kicked him. So free kick for Arsenal on the halfway line. Like Zubamendi's going to take. Can't see any options. He goes long towards Gyökeres.
That's a foul. Just picked it up, back up. I can hear you now, loud and clear, Tony.
Thank you, mate. Noni in the box, but he's offside. So good hold-up play from Gyökeres there. That offside was very close. I think the referee, linesman, should have kept his flag down just to see how it panned out.
It looked a little bit offside, to be fair. What have I missed, Tone? Anything interesting?
Not a great deal, unfortunately. Arsenal started quite freshly in terms of possession, moving the ball well, but haven't created a single opportunity so far in the 20 minutes we've been watching the game.
So par for the course, really.
So that's definitely not saltfish and dumpling, that's for sure, as Apollo says.
Tony's vegan.
Yeah. Vegan sausage and chips, I'm afraid.
Vegan chips? I didn't know you could get vegan chips.
Well, chips are vegan anyway. Declan goes long. Good header by Trossard, but he gave Nkapia a lot of work to do.
Oh, I feel tired.
No Callaloo, unfortunately, Apollo. So I need Trossard to start doing more in this game, because so far he's done absolutely nothing. One good ball into Gyökeres. But he needs to do more of that. Ball cleared by Zubamendi.
Can you get off me?
And then now we've got a foul by Kai Havertz. So free kick to Leeds in their own half. What I've noticed is Kai and Gyökeres are playing very close to one another. So foul there on Gabriel. So free kick to Arsenal in our own half. Played into Havertz. Havertz plays in Trossard. Trossard's in the box, delivers, and cut out by Leeds player to a throw into Arsenal. So that's the opportunity that Trossard needs to do better at, because he had so much time to deliver a pass to somebody's feet. I just felt it had to be a shot on goal by somebody. Noni on the box.
That's the thing. Now, when you get into them positions, you have to make them count.
Cross by Noni. And it's out for a corner to Arsenal, which Declan Rice will take because he's right there. So the usual suspects will come through. Knight predicts a 3-1 to Arsenal. So the big boys are in again. Havertz, Nkapie, Timber, Gabriel. Rice delivers, headed away. Recovered by by Gabriel. He delivers. Out to Gabriel. Oh, good delivery there by Zubimendi. Cut out by a Leeds player. That's what you got to do. Low and hard, or find someone cutting in. And now throw in on the edge of the area. Timber will take. Goes towards Havertz. And it's headed out for another corner to Arsenal. So this is that applied pressure that Arsenal give that normally leads to a goal, because, you know, how many times have we now seen Leeds just get that last minute tackling? So we need a better delivery this time from Noni. His first corner wasn't great, but I noticed the sun is no longer in his eyes like it was the first time. It's gone in the shadows. So we should be able to deliver a good ball here. Here it comes. Leeds header. It's up in the air. Go on, Trossard. Be strong. And then it goes out for Arsenal throwing from the defensive clearance.
Havertz should have gone down there, man. Havertz got tugged. He should have really gone to ground there.
So Nkapie, I was saying earlier, Jazz, I don't know what this set piece throwing coach is doing, but I don't see anything different about.
He just tells them to get rid of the ball a bit quicker, probably.
But they don't.
Yeah, no, exactly. Let's hold the ball for.
I mean, surely set piece coach must know you're going to have a load of throw-ins. So immediately you get the throw-in. In this advanced area, this is what you do. Okay, this time it's going to go long from Declan Rice.
Yeah, but Declan Rice doesn't actually have a long throw.
He does. He gets decent length, but it's not like it's.
Yeah, it's literally almost to the 6-yard area.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him throw it further than that.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. Noni on the ball. Nice in from Timber. And it's gone out for another corner. Corner the opposite side now, which Noni will take.
Yes! Get in!
And just as I said, that all this applied pressure normally leads to a goal, Coach Gary sounds like it's
a
going
goal.
to result in a goal. Teams just cannot handle this constant pressure on their box.
It's Martin Zubamendi.
So Noni to take the corner. All the usual players come across. Keeper gets a punch. It comes out to Declan Rice. Back to Noni to deliver. Decides to take on his man. Delivers. And Zubamendi near post gets it in. And that's just applied pressure. The pressure was just too much. Thank you very much for that, Gary.
No problem.
Yeah, so applied pressure. Wilt's teams, they just can't keep defending.
It's a great header as well from Zubamendi. It's a brilliant little flick header.
Yeah. You know,
but that's the importance of getting across. Yeah, but I always say, don't I? You've got to get someone across the front post.
Yeah.
And that's the move that he makes, and it's a great flick header into the roof of the net. Keeper's got no chance.
Good play from Noni. He gets the assist.
I'm happy for Zubamendi because he was at fault last week, wasn't he? Give away.
Yeah.
So it's a good pickup.
Yeah.
What's happened here? Are they looking at that? No, the game must have continued. Surely.
No.
I see there was a Leeds player went to ground there. I didn't know if they was going to VAR for a foul. But the game's restarted. And that's a lovely cross. So that's
Apollo says that was all Madueke. He comes inside, whips it in with his left foot, and Superman has a free header into the roof of the net.
Yeah, it was a beautiful cross. But the header getting across the front man. Havertz is the blocker. And then Zubamendi just goes in front of him. But that's you've got to get across these players, man. You can't just let someone get a free header or a free clearance.
So 1-0 to Arsenal. So it's up to Leeds now to come out, which often leads to opportunities for Arsenal when the team comes out trying to good work from Declan to defensive duties there. Gets Arsenal a throw in, which Nkapie will take in his own half. Let's see what he can do. He looks completely lost. I don't know what I'm doing. And then he goes long to Gyökeres. And Gyökeres wins another throw-in. See, that's all it takes. Football is a simple game.
Yeah,
sometimes go long to your striker. Allow him to hold the ball up and see if he can at least win another throw-in.
I think sometimes Arteta tries to turn it into like nuclear physics, and it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard.
It's really not that hard. So Nkapie loses possession, throw into Leeds. Don't know why Mikel Arteta got a little bit heated there. I mean, it was right in front of him, but he got a little bit
because the throw didn't go his way.
Yeah, but c'est la vie. Move on.
He needs to calm down.
Like they scored a goal from it.
He needs to calm down as well.
He definitely needs to calm down. Unlucky. Havertz. Ball ricocheting. Good play. Give. Nice. Ball's out to Timber. Just looks so assured, doesn't he, during Timber?
Yeah. Oh, Havertz unlucky there, man. Just couldn't bring that ball under. You're slightly ahead of me, Tone.
Okay.
I'm just approaching 31 minutes. You must be on about.
I'm on 31.
Yeah.
So Leeds attacking again now. Arsenal defensive shape is set. Oh, good header there from Gyökeres in a defensive position. Unfortunately, Havertz fell over, so he couldn't be the recipient. Leeds goalkeeper goes long. Cleared by Arsenal. Then it's back in the hands of the Leeds goalkeeper. Throws it out. He's looking to play their way out. But they have to go long. Meat and drink for Saliba. Come on, Noni. Do better there. Easy 5-yard pass. Gets it wrong. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Thank you very much. Foul by Ampadu on Kai Havertz.
His dad used to play for us in the old Kwame.
Yeah, Ampadu's dad was a former Gooner. Apollo says the Noni era begins now.
I think he just showed that you can't play. If Saka's out of form, you've got to drop him. Same with Odegaard, anyone in the team. It doesn't matter who it is. If they're out of form, you have to drop them.
I agree, Gary.
No, that's the whole point of having the squad.
The problem I have with Noni is when he comes in, he's not quite setting the world on fire, and his return ultimately is his undoing. You know, what is it? How many games without a goal? He hasn't scored a Premier League goal in near 2 seasons. Ooh, ball came right across the area there after the cross from Noni. Went all the way to the back post. The back post header from Gyökeres went literally across the line. Nobody was there for tapping. It was just a tap-in if somebody puts themselves in a position to get to that.
And that's you know what? That's a great header back across goal as well.
Yeah.
It's controlled. It's begging for someone just to come and knock it in.
You literally just have to be there. And you got to tap in.
Yeah, there was 3 Leeds players that cleared them all, but no Arsenal player. Havertz really should have gambled on that far post. Havertz came in instead of going back.
Ouch, ouch. Ankle knock by Calvert-Lewin on Gabriel. Gabriel's reeling in pain on the floor. It's got to be a yellow card, surely. Oh, it's horrible.
That might be a red. That may be a red, you know. I haven't seen any replays.
Ouch, that's horrible. I think he's going to get away with it, but it's very close. If there was a yellow and a half card, that would be it.
Yellow and a half. Oh, do you know what? He may just be saved because his studs brushed the underneath of the shin pad.
Yeah, that's why I say card and a half, isn't it? It's in between a yellow and a red.
I think if it was full contact,
that's a red all day long. Yeah.
He didn't even get yellow.
Welcome to Andy Roach in the chat. Hope you're well, my friend. latest scores coming up. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1. Krupi has scored on 33 for Bournemouth.
This Krupi guy looks like a bit of a goal scorer.
Yeah.
But mind you, listen, if you're creating chances, your forwards are going to score, right?
Good play, Arsenal. Oh, terrible foul. That's a yellow card on on the foul on Timber, surely. Arsenal actually had a little spell there of about 5 one-touch passes, and it looked lovely. A nice turn from Timber, and he was just taken up by Edmondson, who receives a yellow card.
Yeah, that has to be a yellow.
But they shook hands, and the game goes on. Free kick to Arsenal.
Exactly as it should do.
Which Rice will take. He's got the short option to Saliba. Looks like he's going to deliver. Sets it up for the delivery. All the big boys are in the box. Except Saliba. Goes short to Saliba. Plays it back to...
Boom!
Plays it back to Saliba. To Timber. To Noni. Noni edge of box. Deliver. He gets the corner. So, corner to Arsenal.
And it's 2-0.
So,
Madueke straight from the corner.
Basically, once again, the pressure mounts. Leeds are in fight or flight mode. They're defending for their dear lives.
But you see there, as Noni wins the corner, that's the kind of area there where Saka would cut back on his left. If you go on the outside, you have to produce a cross.
Yeah.
There's no this cut back, this, that, and the other.
Yeah. I mean, I've just said how Noni Madueke doesn't score enough, and lo and behold, he scores his first Premier League goal in I don't know how many games. I think it's over 30 games.
It's gone down as an own goal for the keeper.
Has it?
Yeah. The keeper. I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see it, because it looked to me like the keeper's actually punched it into the net, or was it in already?
Already, yeah.
So, but Noni, they've all gone to congratulate Noni. It's a great corner. I mean, to get it inside that near post.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, it's there. The keeper's punched it into the net. It wasn't going. It was probably going in.
It would have gone in, but not where it went in.
Yeah,
it would have gone in further back.
He punched it. He punched it onto James Justin, and it's gone in off of James Justin. Or was it the post? Is it in the post? Calvert-Lewin's got a bit of a click round the ear from the keeper.
Yeah. So 2-0 to Arsenal.
I said 4-0, I believe. Drop the ball round, man. How long do you want the ball in your hand for?
So Apollo says it looks a long way back for Leeds now. Arsenal in full control.
Are they not doing this 8-second keeper thing anymore? They give it up already. These things, they bring them in for like a couple of weeks in the season. One or two keepers get done for it, and then you don't see it again.
Good shout. I honestly can say I've seen keepers holding that ball for way more than 8 seconds, so I'm not really sure what the hell is going on.
Just then, like Raya had the ball in his hand for longer than 8 seconds.
So throw into Arsenal.
Well done, Trossard. Cut out the ball.
Gabriel to Saliba to Rice. Good triangle play there. Turn, Nonny.
Throw the ball, man. But you could have thrown it.
Turn, Nonny. There we go. There must be options upfield. Even Timber's up there.
What's important now is that we don't give away stupidity.
Well done, Zubi. Oh, great pass, Zubi. In the Hencapier. Go on, Tross. Go on, Tross. Ah, give it away easily. We did all the good work, give the ball to Tross in a good area, and he gives it away. And that, to me, is why I'm not really feeling Tross right now in the left midfield role.
But the thing is, the left wing's been a problem for us for a while. It's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not like a new.
I'm not the greatest fan of Martinelli either, but
you could see that he was trying to feed Gyökeres. You could see what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes the hardest ball is not always the one that you want to play.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that because that could quite easily go through to Gyökeres. So, you know, if you don't, it's the risk and reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you try the ball and it goes through to Gyökeres, he's got a chance to get a shot away or, you know, set someone else up. That's the risk and reward rather than keep recycling it. I'm not going to complain about that because that's what we want to see ultimately.
Oh, what was that? Horrible shank from Nonny. Oh my God, that was industrious football at its worst.
Oh,
that looked like his shot in midweek where it went like 16 feet up into the sky.
Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. It come down with snow on it. Come down with snow on it, but listen, it cleared the halfway line and we've cleared our lines. Again, I don't mind that because if you take a touch and you try to pass it out, you lose it. You're losing it in a dangerous position.
Yeah,
I've got no problem with the clearance.
Trossard is down. Looks like he's got he's got stepped on the toe. Getting pulled up by Raya now.
And they're trying to look at handball for Nkape. Hit him on the top of the shoulder, and his arm was right by his side.
Yeah, it did come off the back of that player, didn't it? I'm just seeing the goal again. The goalkeeper punched the ball into the back of a player.
Yeah, it was James Justin.
James Justin, yeah. So, own goal again. He's one of our top scorers, isn't he?
It's either James Justin or the post, one of the two. But I don't care who scores. I don't care.
Go on, Nonny. Oh, that's never a foul, ref.
I don't care who scores. If it's own goal, I don't care.
Yeah.
If Arsenal win is all that matters.
Well,
you know, again, it's another situation where we're not creating a lot for Victor Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, yeah. Oh, great ball. Or has he overhit it? No, Nonny's onside. Deliver. Oh. That tackle looked a bit suspect by Ampadu on Havertz. Did he not go through the back of him? It's a corner to Arsenal.
Bit suspect.
Yeah, great ball from Gabriel, releases Nonny into space, which to me, that ball's on all the time.
Yeah, it's a good tackle.
It's a good tackle. Yeah, he gets the ball first.
I think a sharper Kai Havertz gets there first.
Yeah.
But that's the ball that we've got to play more of. We don't do that enough.
Exactly.
You know, all this tippy-tappy nonsense. Yeah. That's the ball
players,
that we need to play more often because a lot of the time that ball's on to Gyökeres, to Saka, to Martinelli, but we don't give them the chance.
Nonny to Trossard. Trossard delivers. Terrible cross, but it's recycled. Great ball from outside of the foot from Rice to Nonny.
It's another great corner from Madueke. He's got his range perfect because Gabriel's head is a millimetre away from that.
Leeds under immense pressure from that cross recycled at least 3 times into different players, and they all got their ball into dangerous areas. But well done to Leeds for defending that on that occasion.
Oh, just opens up.
Arsenal have had 2 shots on target. Leeds have had 1 with only none on target so far. Go on, Nonny. What's that? So foul is given. So that's not a foul. He fell and he landed badly. Yes, I agree, but there was no foul involved in that. So we're into 2 minutes of added time at the moment. We played 1.5 minutes of it so far. Arsenal in the ascendancy, 2-0 up at half time.
If they just give that free kick against Havertz, that's never a foul in a million years.
That's exactly what I said. That was
Never
never a foul. Ball goes long from the goalkeeper.
And that's half time. So half time, it's Leeds United 0, Arsenal 2, and Arsenal looking good for all 3 points so far. Now we just have to make sure we're not creating any stupidness, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't keep being our own worst enemies.
Yeah.
You got to make.
I'd imagine he'd hoik Havertz off at half time.
I would imagine so.
You don't want to overdo him.
You've got to make these teams work so hard for everything they get.
Yeah.
You know, you can't keep giving away silly goals by silly mistakes.
Yeah. So, Andrew Roach says to Garfield, Man United have been fantastic in their recent 2 performances and wins. There were a lot of Arsenal fans who let their heart overrule their head in predicting scorelines. Cam says, this is actually an okay match for Nelly to be an outlet and do his defensive work.
Right, I'll be back in a minute, Turn. I've got to go and get something to eat. I'm starving.
No problem, Gaz. So, let me see if I can draw up some statistics of the half so far. Scores at half-time, Bournemouth 1-0 up, Arsenal 2-0 up. Game between Brighton and Everton is still 0-0. So Arsenal have had 55% of the possession so far in this game. To Leeds is 45. They have an XG of 0.26, but they've scored 2 goals. Well, Leeds' XG, I don't think I've seen an XG this low, is 0.02 from their 1 shot. Arsenal have had 13 touches in the box, opposition box, to Leeds is 2. The Leeds goalkeeper has made 1 save. Arsenal goalkeeper has made no saves. Arsenal and Leeds have both won 11 aerial duels so far. It's equal. 6 fouls committed by Leeds, only 4 by Arsenal. Arsenal have had 7 corners comparison, and Leeds is 1. So that, again, reinforces the point I was making about what Arsenal do to score goals. So despite this terrible set of statistics that show that our attackers are not scoring goals, the reason that we're still managing to win games is we are putting on so much pressure on their defenses that eventually they end up scoring the goals for us. Welcome, my good friend, Cranky. Can you hear me? I am talking. Can you hear me? No. Reset.
I know. You can't hear me?
Okay, I can hear you.
Hear you though. I can't hear you, so something is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Let me just see something. I'm in the show. I'm checking my audio. And my audio looks good. So I don't know what's happening.
Can't hear me yet. Still can't hear me.
I don't know what's happening to you. Let me come on and come back in.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell's happening.
So Andy Roach has said it was always going to be an ordeal and a trial for Arsenal to get over the line. That is why league title is viewed highly, as it tests both physical and psychological qualities. Very much in agreement with you there, Andy. That's a very valid statement. It's going to take both physical and mental strength for Arsenal to see this season through with a title at the end of it. But that's why they get paid the money they get paid, because at this stage, when push comes to shove, they should have the physical and the mental fortitude to be able to deal with these things. I think the fact that they've been 2 years close to it, but not quite got there, should have the memory of the disappointment push them and drive them. Cranky, can you hear me this time?
I can hear you. Yeah, you can hear me.
Great stuff. Yeah, hear you loud and clear.
I am unhappily happy.
Okay. Explain.
So I'm happy that we scored 2 goals and we seem to be very comfortable. I am unhappy that we can't seem to create anything from open play. The keeper has made us save from open play. The one save he made was when Mendy passed the ball to him. You can't expect to win a title and just doing set piece. At some point, it's going to dry up, right? Which has happened to us this season. At certain periods of time, we have to be able to create from open play. We're getting nothing from the left side of the field. So, I totally agree. Madueke is making up some better decisions today. But the left side of the field, we're not getting anything. Trossard can't beat this man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I alluded to this a bit earlier, Cranky, that to me, Trossard just he has, he has no threat on his side of the pitch. His defender might as well go on a holiday, because he's getting, he's not getting run at, he's not getting run past, he's not getting deliveries past him. It's just too easy,
Yeah. I think the problem that we face is this, and we probably didn't realize it before, is this. When Lewis Kelly's playing the inverted, he creates, and even Calafiori, they create mismatching opportunities going forward.
Yeah.
We don't get that from Nkape, right? He's strictly a defender. He's not an offensive player. So Lewis Kelly would get the ball between the lines. He'd play the ball through the hole to get to the forward, and you can run onto it. He doesn't have that. So Trossard now becomes a playmaker.
Yeah.
And that's not his forte.
That's not his forte at all.
No, that's not his
he's
forte.
a great striker of a ball. He can get you goals, but beating a man, causing chaos with intricate set plays or any kind of ball movement, he just doesn't have that in his locker at all.
And here's the difference: when Madueke gets the ball, his first thought is to go by my man. That's his first thought. In fact, sometimes too much, frankly. But anyway, it is what it is. There's a blinkers on. Trossard is stop the ball. He's looking for the pass inside. He'd go back to Nkape. It's just sometimes he has one-on-one. Instead of dipping right and going left, he just dilly-dallies until something happens. Yeah.
Like I said, the referee's been a problem for us for a while. Yeah, we chose not to upgrade, and we chose to stick with what we had.
So Cam say here's the thing, Cam. Some people think short term, I think long term. So I'm projecting out to the end of the year. I'm not projecting out for a game and say, what we're doing a game. That's our problem. We're not thinking about when we go up against the better teams, like a Liverpool, who didn't have the best team the other day, can we break them down if set piece doesn't work? We're 17th in XG in the league the last time I checked. 17. That can be good. I think our last time I checked was 1.15. and people have won before Liverpool and City. The lowest has been 1.51 or something like that. You can't win a championship, but City now reloaded offensively. They got Gueye playing center back now, so they're more shored up in that area. And their firepower has been improved with Semenyo and Foden fine form. You can expect to overcome that unless you can score from open play.
Agreed. This is why we have to play more forward balls, and we have to find a way to unlock Gyökeres in the box like we did against Kierat. All right, he misses chances, but listen, at the end of the day, you've got to be there to miss them, right? You're not going to score. Haaland doesn't score every chance. I've seen Haaland put it over the bar from on the goal line, and you're talking about probably the best striker in football at the moment.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. He started Havertz. So it tells where Eze is instead of Eze in the 10, given Odegaard is struggling.
Yeah, I mean, I expect Havertz to play no more than another 10 minutes at max.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the game as much too. So is that we're not playing through the middle?
Yeah, it will be interesting who comes on in his place, because he obviously has the choice of Odegaard or Eze.
But in a game like this, Eze for me is the one that I would turn to, because he doesn't have hesitation. He plays the ball with both feet, not just one left foot pass.
Yeah, I think one of the dilemmas, Gary, is that with Odegaard, you know what you can get, you're not getting it, so you have to kind of keep playing him until it clicks that, you know what, I can get back to that level of performance where I can find those passes.
Yeah, hey, Tony, I did tell this, Tony, but it's been a year and a half.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, how long you gonna give him? You haven't given Eze that long rope.
Yeah,
right. You gotta be fair in your allocation of time. I'm not sure that there's fair. Yeah,
I think the issue for Arteta, Cranky, is Eze has been given playtime, and he quite clearly hasn't shown up as we would hope. You know, apart from the Tottenham game, he hasn't really lit the fuse for us as a player in the 10 role. And I personally would love to see Eze get extended playtime. But I kind of also understand the manager's viewpoint is I've got a guy who I've seen be the most creative guy in Europe. And if I can get that guy delivering like he used to do, I'm going to become a more dangerous animal. So
well, I'll say this, Tony. He has 4 goals, right?
Yeah.
As much as Saka does.
I get that, but the point is not what is. This is a historical, retrospective viewpoint. You have to look at Eze. All the minutes he's played, he scored 4 goals. Great, but he's set up one. He's had 1 assist. Yeah,
2 assists.
Whereas,
he has what, 2 assists?
Well, he set up Gyökeres, didn't he, against one of the clubs, and he set up Martinelli against City. That's 2.
The Martinelli is Martinelli City or Martinelli Newcastle? One of them.
Martinelli against City, wasn't it? And he set up Gyökeres.
Yeah, City.
But what I'm trying to say is, you have to look at the manager's viewpoint and say, you know what? I have a guy in my captain who is my captain for a reason, yeah, who's capable of doing unbelievable things on the pitch. And he's shown me that he can deliver 10 to 15 assists in a season when he's on.
Yeah, but Tony, I'm going to stop you there. My 10 has 2 roles. He needs to score goals and set up his teammates.
Agreed.
He's not scoring goals. He has what?
But Eze isn't doing either.
But where's the thing though? The last game, Eze hasn't gotten a chance. Odegaard has gotten. Eze was on the bench for 5 games straight, get 10 minutes here and there.
He didn't even get a minute.
You need sustained playing time, right, to get your confidence back. Confidence is a very fickle thing. And secondly, last game Eze played, we didn't play a good team. I noticed he was sort of changing his game. He was passing the ball forward more. Right, yeah. He was looking to be more penetrative than the normal. I'm a rotate bullshit. He was passing the ball forward more. So I'm not saying Eze has been brilliant. He's far from it, frankly. I think he needs to change his game to fit in.
And
but
that
end of the day,
issue.
Yeah, he needs to change his game to fit in. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question.
As I said, I personally would like to see Eze succeed. I personally would love to see him come and get more minutes. But I think there's a valid reason why the manager is trusting that Odegaard will get back to some form and will become the driving force in midfield again.
Yeah, but I view that as because Arteta's the cautious guy. Doesn't want to really give that chance opportunity. He'll stick with what he knows, even if it's not working. But I mean,
we know that because he's allowed Saka to have this extended play without ever dropping him. We know that because he allows other players on the pitch to have extended time without really dropping him. Trossard, to me, should not be on the pitch in the second half.
Well, Trossard
will be though.
Impact substitute.
He will be, as Cranky says, he will be. But based on his first half performance,
well, that don't look good, does it?
Immediately.
I think Leeds are making the substitution. They're bringing on Okafor, and he's got the guy's rubbing some stuff on his leg. What the hell?
That's not a good look.
It's not a good look for the substitute, is it? It's not a good look for the substitute, is it?
So there are three goal scorers that tied with 5 goals: Gyökeres, Trossard, and own goals.
Yeah, I mean that's terrible. That's terrible.
We want to win the Premier League. That got to change.
Considering that the fact that we have actually got a healthy goal difference, we have a healthy goal.
Yeah, but that's because of our defence, not because of our attack.
But that's the problem, Gary, and that's the issue that I think is clouding the judgment for Mikel Arteta.
I think City have only scored about 6 more goals than us, right? I know a couple of weeks ago, it was 5 more goals than us that they had scored.
I didn't realize that actually.
Yeah, so they have 47, and at the moment we have 45 or 44 rather. So, and don't forget, Haaland has already scored 20 Premier League goals. So it just shows you that you don't need that guy to be hitting them numbers. It obviously helps, but if you've got everybody chipping in, it's a bonus.
Sorry about that.
I thought that was Gary echoing.
No, never me. Right, so the second half is underway.
All right, I'll be back when the game is done.
All right, mate. What's happening, man? What's the feedback?
I just moved in very quickly there because I wanted to show Cranky something. But I guess me and you can chop this one up. It's just a graphic.
Go
on. Look at this comparison between Eze and Odegaard. Let me get rid of that banner. Which of them 2 players do you want performing in your team week in, week out?
What's the red?
That's touches. That's touches of the ball. So who's getting most touches? Where are they getting them touches?
So what's the yellow then?
The yellow is touches, but it's yellow is a few touches. Red
or is yellow heat map and red is the. Oh right, I gotcha. So for me, look at Odegaard's cluster of red. That's too much in that area, right? That's too much. You want that spread right across the line. Oh, and great defending from Gabriel there.
Yeah, great defensive header.
My
issue is, right, looking at these statistics. So the corner comes in from Leeds, cleared from Trossard. They get it back in again, cleared by Declan Rice. And that, Gary, is where your point about just leave the player up front. Leave Gyökeres up front.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you need to defend with 11 men?
Yeah.
You don't.
Even
if he's halfway up there, he can get a run, and all that ball is going back to the keeper.
Because then that clearance from Declan would have been a ball for him to pick up.
That's why he was so successful at Sporting, because they played him up and they played that ball for him to go. They've done it against us in the Champions League. And he runs Saliba and then he ran Kiwior and he hit the outside of the post.
Yeah.
You got an
Saliba's on the
asset.
ball.
Sometimes you have to.
Great
you
ball
have to,
from Saliba to Timber. Give it to Rice. Lovely. Oh, gives it back. Why do you go backwards, Rice? Go forward, for crying out loud. Trossard on the ball, goes back. Trossard just won't even try beating his man. This is getting frustrating.
But see, that move broke down. But that move broke down, Tony, because Rice decided to lay the ball back to Timber instead of go forward. Yeah. And now, you know, that split second has killed the momentum of the move.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, while we watch the game, Gals, what's your feelings? Which of those two heat maps would you prefer to have out of your number 10?
I prefer Eze.
No, I prefer Odegaard, because what it shows me is my number 10 is involved far more than my other number 10.
No, what that shows me is my number 10.
That Eze heat map shows me I'm being passive, mate. I'm a passive 10.
No, that shows me that Odegaard spends far too much time on the outside of the box holding hands with Saka. And there's not enough red anywhere else on that heat map from Odegaard, for me, personally.
I get what you're saying, but I have to disagree with you, because to me, the Eze heat map, just too passive. It's great that he's getting in all those positions, but he's not getting enough in those positions. You know, out of all of that, he's only created 2 assists. Out of all of that yellow that you're looking at, where he's playing on the right, he's playing in the middle, he's playing on the left, you've not created anything.
But how many has Odegaard created? 3 assists.
So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the historical assist map of Odegaard against the current assists of Eze. And even at Palace, Eze was no great provider. He wasn't like tearing up the rule book when it comes to assists. He's a good player. Let's not overstate that.
Yeah, but he's only a good player if he's allowed to. Oh, and it's a header easily saved from Raya.
Yeah.
You're only a good player if you're allowed to be a good player. When you're restricted in what you can do with the ball, what are you meant to do? Oh, unlucky Havertz. See Havertz there looking forward. See the Ivano Gyökeres, and he tried to play him in. Underhit the pass, but that's what you want to see.
As I said, I don't expect to see Havertz for more than about 10 minutes of this second half. 15 max. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one. Guys in the chat, give us your feedback on this heat map. Who would you play out of Eze and Odegaard based on these 2 heat maps for this season? Because to me, it shows that Eze is too passive. And I'm not saying he's a bad player, but you got to do more than what he's done. If you're playing 10 and you've only created 2 assists all season, and you're only getting that amount of play in the park, and it's not giving great. Go on, Gyökeres, finish. Oh, he's got to score. He's got to score, and therein lies the problem with Gyökeres. He's played him perfectly by Trossard.
To be fair, that is a fantastic challenge. Just as he's about to pull the trigger,
you can't allow that tackle to come in. You got to know that tackle's coming. He's taking too long to get the shot off.
No, that's a fantastic
shot. That shot after the first touch, the shot should have been off.
It didn't. I'm not even sure that he needed the touch.
Yeah.
But see, this again is the problem. When you're not getting fed, you become sloppy because your natural game has been stifled, right? So
by Noni coming in.
If that's the second or third chance he's had in the game, that's probably in the back of the net.
That should have been a goal. Timber had a clear header at goal from the Noni cross, but he's put it over the top.
Yeah, it's a flick header at the near post, but should have done better. But see, that's the thing with Gyökeres. So you've been starved. Now all of a sudden, someone dishes you up and you drop the plate because you're not used to the food.
Yeah,
you can't eat it.
But he can't afford to. He's under pressure.
Well, he's only under pressure. He's only under pressure if he keeps missing chances.
Exactly.
You know, so far he's had one chance and hasn't scored. That's
the issue. That's
part of the course, isn't it?
It is, but at the end of the day, yeah, when you get set up, you need to be more clinical. You know, oh, that's a good pass. Well done, Timber. Oh, great play from Zubimendi to release Timber. Timber driving. Feed somebody. Yeah, it's into Noni, edge of the box. He's in the box. Oh, and he's cocked out.
He's in the box, he's in it. Oh, and he's cocked out.
Now, he's got in a great position. And again, this is where you're going, what would Saka have done? Saka would have been greedy and he would have gone for goal. Guaranteed. But he would have got a shot off. Pressure building. Nice touch from Gyökeres to Havertz. Havertz loses it. Timber on the ball. Oh, nice turn, Timber. Go on. Oh.
Now, you see, when Gyökeres lays that off to Timber, to Havertz, Havertz's first thought there should be, can I play it back to my fullback?
Mm. So Cam says we look much more direct and decisive with Havertz.
Ultimately, it's about playing the ball forward, right? Odegaard, for me, Odegaard doesn't do that enough. He rotates on the ball when he.
The problem, Gary, and you're going to agree when I say it. He wants to do that delicate chip.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, but that's the problem for me, Gary. He gets in these great positions, and instead of just delivering the pass, he wants to do a deft chip.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And listen, what was your opinion? What was your opinion on Champions League against Kvyat? Because I personally thought in the first half we looked very like we was going forward. Yeah, Havertz was taking up some great positions. All right, the opposition ain't the greatest, but you can only play what you're up against, right?
Yeah, no, I thought we played really well first half. I thought Havertz, the way he was looking for Gyökeres was superb.
Right, exactly the same as me. Now on to the second half. When Havertz left the pitch, we created chances, but for me it became the same old, same old. It was recycle the ball, pass to my right winger, recycle the ball, turn around in a circle when I don't need to. And I just thought the game slowed. I just thought the game slowed when Odegaard came on.
Odegaard comes on, yeah. And
Instead
to me, Gary, he does get a lot of touches, but the problem for me is the type of touches he's getting. Because to me, he's trying too much for that depth.
Yeah, the touches are not affecting the game like they should be.
They're not. But he's getting a lot of them.
And I had an argument with someone in the forum, I think it was Dean, and he's saying, oh, well, you know, we've created loads of chances. Yeah, but how many chances did Odegaard create? I can't remember him creating one. And the time he did get to the byline, Gyökeres wasn't on the pitch and Jesus was on the 18-yard area.
Brilliant work from the during Timber there. Well done. Give it back. Well done, Kai. Oh, unlucky. Good work from Kai Havertz there, defensive work.
Well, that's what you get from Havertz, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got need in the face. But Havertz is a tough man. He's not bothered by that.
So Leeds are trying to get back into the game now.
They've got nothing to lose, have they?
They built up a little passage of possession at the moment, but they're not really getting anywhere. But they are still keeping hold of the ball at the moment. And they give it away. Oh, Saliba gives it away to Noni. But then Noni's fouled. So free kick to Arsenal.
Saliba gives it away to Noni. Can't give it away to Noni. He plays on the same team.
Sorry, yes. he passed it to Noni, but it ended up being a hospital ball. So free kick to Arsenal, which Zubimendi will take.
Andrew, stop it, man. No one's in the box. The fox in the box. I mean, the difference in the performance in the two halves against Kirak were chalk and cheese. You know, one half was electric.
Great header from Gyökeres there.
You know, one half was electric, full of forward passing.
Lively. Go on, Yok. Go on, Yok. Go on, Yok. Oh, he's come
Switch
back
it, Noni. Oh, you got
Noni. Oh, great passing to Zubi. Great turn. Deliver. Oh, come on. Should have been a goal. He turned beautifully in the box there. He had to find a player.
But see, I want a shot from there. I don't want that to be crossed. You've got room there to shoot. Why are you trying to play that?
But you have to find a player. You cannot find nobody, as he did.
For me, there's nobody open there. That ball's got to be pinpoint. But you've got an opportunity to shoot.
Oh, foul by Timber. And he's got a yellow card. That's never a yellow card. That's very soft. That's so soft. Really? Get on the weights.
To be fair, that's obstruction of the highest.
So we're at 58 minutes. Leeds have a free kick just outside the Arsenal penalty area to our left, as we're looking. Referee having a word with Campbell, who is captain for the day. So Leeds have all their big boys at the back post. Getting ready to deliver. A goal here would make it touching very squeaky bum. I don't know what Trossard is shouting at. Like, he doesn't know where to stand. And he's asking for help and what to do. Well up by Kai.
He's saying he's got two men.
And then cleared by Trossard off the floor.
It's a great header from Havertz.
Okay, here comes Martinelli and Odegaard. And just as I expected, he's going to keep playing Martin until he gets back to some level of form. Because I think he sees Odegaard as A, the leader, B, the creator.
But why is he taking Medwake off?
I don't know is the honest answer to that. Because to me, it's clear Trossard needs to come off. That doesn't make sense to me. But
and what you're going to play? You're going to play Martinelli on the right wing. That's
probably what's going to happen.
See, Noni looks, maybe he's picked up a little injury there. I think he might have a little slightly.
Yeah, did seem to be walking with a little bit of a limp. And as expected, Kai Havertz has run his game. He's had a good 60 minutes. He's contributed at both ends of the pitch.
Important minutes for Havertz.
Yeah. So I guess we see now what Odegaard can bring.
Not even going to say a word. Just going to keep my mouth shut.
So Martin doing his usual, pressing at the front, causing the goalkeeper to have to hurry his clearance. See, nobody does that like Martin.
Yeah, that's one aspect of his game that we miss. But ultimately, you want him creating assists and scoring a couple of goals.
Absolutely.
No? It's got to be about more than pressing. If you're bringing more than one thing to the team, it's got to be. It has to be that.
So at 61 minutes, Gaz, what do you feel about the performance so far of Gyökeres? Because I personally think he's having a good game today.
Listen, he's involved in the play. He's had some nice little hold-up touches. He's had one opportunity, which I'm putting down to it's a great tackle. It's a great tackle. He's getting himself set to shoot, and just as he's about to pull the trigger, the tackle comes in. But other than that, he hasn't. You can only be as involved in the game as you're allowed, right? You know, he's not the striker that's going to pick up the ball like Thierry Henry used to, and
But I think your point about just leaving him up front and just saying let the other 10 players defend.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know why you wouldn't give that a try, even for 5 or 10 minutes.
I totally agree.
Why does he need to be where he is now?
Yeah.
Why? Just leave him there. Why do you want him back there?
Get on the halfway line. Expect a clearance.
You know, what's he doing there? Nothing. Look, what's he doing? Nothing. Not involved. Not stopping anybody. All he's doing there is just cutting off the ball back to the centre back. Now he drops in a bit, and the centre backs are free. Oh, careful.
Oh.
Ben White on the bench. I think it's Benjamin White time.
He's building up a series of play. Good defensive header by Saliba, up by Gabriel. Well played there. Out by Zubimendi. Gyökeres trying to get his body in the way to shield and hold the ball up. And wins a throw-in.
See, we're quite intent to let Leeds really have it, aren't we? And we're just saying, no, if you're good enough, you go and score a goal.
Yeah, but that ain't going to work against every team, is it? So we kind of need to start working out how do we get this possession that we're benefiting from into more opportunities. That went out, surely.
Go away.
Good defensive work from Gabriel, throwing to Leeds. So Leeds look like they're going to try the big throw. Yeah. So Ampadu wiping the ball with a towel. Surely that's got to be stopped.
No, the clubs
How long does it take to wipe a ball?
The clubs have to agree to it, don't they? Both clubs have to agree to it, I believe.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a good throw, but it's cleared by Declan Rice. And again, if Gyökeres was on the halfway line, he would have been there to challenge. Aronson against Gabriel. Cross comes in. Cleared.
See, I mean, look, that's another prime example, like you just said. Martinelli whacks the ball clear, and our centre forward is basically halfway inside his own half.
Yeah.
This is why Liverpool and Villa have such success, because Watkins and Salah don't come back and defend. Watkins and Salah are always there for the. I mean, Martinelli, what are you doing? Just clear the ball. Just clear the ball.
It's Martinelli.
You are a turd. Just clear the ball, man. One touch, whack. And you know what? He's no excuse because he's on his right foot as well. There ain't even no excuse. Can't even make an excuse for him that was on his left.
All the way back to the goalkeeper. Goes long, but it's gone straight out of play.
Great header from Declan Rice. Gyökeres just bust the guy to the floor. Get out of the way. He was trying to stop him from running through to the keeper. Gyökeres said, "Blooks."
Last 10 minutes, Leeds have had 80% possession, which is significant. Oh, got to do better there, Trossard. Well done, Gyökeres, who sets Timber running. Go on, Timber. Who sets Martinelli running. He's onside. Deliver. No.
You're asking too much of Martinelli.
Go on. Oh, and now he's fouled. So he wins a free kick.
See, it's more good hold-up play from Gyökeres, and he used the ball really well.
Absolutely. And these are the little things that people are not recognising. He does actually do some good hold-up play in games.
Martinelli trying to cross the ball there, right? It's on his right side.
Shift it and
do you know what he's... Because he doesn't shift it half an inch, he's trying to kick the ball directly through the player in front of him. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You have to shift it half an inch, and that gives you the room to cross it.
So the free kick will be taken by...
How can this guy be playing at top level with such basic skills?
Oh, what a terrible cross. It's a daisy cutter from Martin Odegaard. What the hell?
I'm not saying nothing.
And he punches the ball because he absolutely knows he's absolutely made a mess of that.
I don't know why Declan Rice ain't taking free kicks. What is that, man?
That was awful.
And why did Martinelli jump over it? It's 3-0 though, so I don't care. And it's Victor Gyökeres at the double! Nothing more than his game has deserved today. Yeah.
Ball in to Gyökeres. Comes up. Leeds look like they've cleared, but there's one back by Odegaard. Odegaard wins it back to Zubimendi. Zubimendi out to Saliba. Saliba looking up. Passes it. Good ball. Half turn. Odegaard. Odegaard in to Martinelli down the wing. Wins that all day. Beat the man. Beat the man. And then he delivers the left foot cross. And it's in from Victor Gyökeres. Thank you.
Right, so see that? It's a forward ball from Odegaard. It ain't the best ball, but Martinelli's got the pace to make something happen, right?
Remember earlier when I said that ball to Noni Madueke, we need to see more of that. Put the ball over in the area where the winger can use his pace to get that ball. That's what they did.
If you don't play the ball forward, you can't really attack. That ball, it's a terrible ball, but Martinelli's got the pace to make something happen with it. And then the cross, when it's delivered, Gyökeres has got the strength to hold off the defender because he's under serious pressure now. And he gets enough on the ball to put it in the net. That's what you want. But normally Odegaard wouldn't play that ball, Tony. That ball would have gone to Timber and then back to Odegaard. And I hear the cross wouldn't have gone in the box necessarily. You know, I'm happy with the goal because Martinelli crosses that, and normally that would be recycled. If you don't put the ball in the danger area, you can't score a goal.
Yeah.
And it's
so
come
now
off his
got comfort. Now we got comfort. Victor Gyökeres has scored, and who else can we bring on today to get some minutes?
I didn't know who was on the bench because I haven't even seen no team news or nothing.
Ben White, Norgard.
Well, I'd like to see Norgard get some minutes. I don't understand why he's been so underused. Even when Zubimendi's been making a couple of mistakes, Norgard looks like a quality performer.
Yeah. Well done, Yock. Well done.
Feed the Yock and he will score. I mean, look at Gyökeres. Look, he just run 30 yards to press the keeper there. Guy's relentless. Use him as a tool.
So Apollo says that 6 goals and assists in his last 6 games for Arsenal for Gyökeres. He's being held as well. The goals are flooding in for him. 11 in all competitions. That suddenly doesn't look like the worst return at 11 when we're still in January technically.
Well, but doesn't that put him one ahead of Ekitike now? Who, for the summer signings, striker-wise, I think he's 1 goal ahead of Ekitike now.
Okay.
And all the rest have obviously not done anything. So he's been getting all the stick, but he has more goals than Ekitike in all competitions.
And Ekitike was seen as the gold standard up until recently.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Yock. He came back and did some defensive tackling there.
Oh. Timber busy saying sorry to the keeper.
Trossard on the edge of the box, attacking.
Gyökeres is like a tank, isn't he? He just runs in there, right?
Yeah.
And he gets the ball and he sends the guy flying.
So again,
Absolutely
Trossard
flying.
is found himself down the left wing on the edge of the penalty area, 2 defenders in front of him, and then he tries to put it through 2 players.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And I think Trossard's biggest problem is, right, he doesn't understand what foot to kick the ball with because he plays with both feet. There's nothing there. Nothing there. There's nothing there.
Good play. Well done, Arsenal. Timbers away. Ooh, it's a good cross. Picked up by the goalkeeper, though. Let go of him. Let go of him. Just hold him off. That's it. Well done, Saliba. Good play.
See that when we play the ball forward, we look dangerous. That's such an unlucky cross, man, from Timber.
Calafiori is stretched and ready to come on. The heavens have opened up north, so it's tipping down with rain.
Make the substitutions, give people ample rest.
Yeah, why not?
This is this is a thing that you've got to get right. Calafiori coming back from injury needs minutes.
Yeah, foul. Free kick to Arsenal. Buonanotte. And Gabriel Jesus is also stripping off, ready to get called on. So that looks like the end of the night for Gyökeres. He's got his goal.
That's a yellow card. You can't react like that, ref. Can't react like that. Let's whether or not he's played for about 27 clubs this season, isn't he?
Oh, good play.
Hincapié and Gyökeres off. I mean, but again, we're seeing the same substitutions, aren't we? Norgard.
Yeah, I would have definitely considered Norgard at this stage. Because you don't need to run. You don't need to run Zubimendi into the ground. The English Premier League is tough as it is just on its own. Yet alone the fact that we're in 4 competitions right now, so we're going to play more games at the end of this season than any other team. Why would you run him out? Well, just give him a break. He's got to do better, Arteta, in that regard.
You got Timber on a yellow card. You got Ben White sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Eze must be thinking, why the hell did I come to North London? Can't even get 10 minutes at the end. You're winning 3-0. You can make substitutions. That's a really good finish by Gyökeres. You know that because he's been pulled back.
So Arsenal start again from the back. Saliba's on the ball, looking for options. Can see nothing.
Come on, need
Nobody's
one more.
making a move for him.
4-0 scoreline.
Oh, that's a great ball from Odegaard to find Rice. That's what I want from my captain. Oh! How did he miss? Jesus has just missed this, what I consider a sitter anyway. And it all starts from a very good ball from Odegaard in his own third, which sets Declan Rice off on the run. Rice runs all the way into the penalty area.
That's Jesus. That's Jesus to a T. He can't do the simple things.
Yeah.
Ask him, float the ball over the top. Ask him to chest it and finish it. He'll do it. But ask him to just side foot one in. He just can't do simple things. I mean, that's a terrible miss.
So what we saw from Odegaard there is what I think the manager wants to see more of. You know, those kind of first-time balls, delivering it in through the lines.
I don't know why you wouldn't. See, look, again, he's playing forward to Jesus. Crowded out there. But that's what you want. Play forward. Play through the lines.
Saliba on the ball. Odegaard in midfield now. Who can he create for? Is dispossessed. But Arsenal win it back. Nice play from Arsenal to get it out of danger. Calafiori on the attack. To Trossard in the box. And then he's run out the box.
So see there, Odegaard. But Odegaard loses the ball previously to that because he doesn't want to pass it forward.
Okay, so Saliba's on the edge of the box now. Out to Timber. Timber delivers. Oh, what a save from the keeper. What a save. Point blank save. Gabriel Jesus with the header. It's going in, but it's just in front of the keeper and he's able to make the save. Brilliant cross from Timber. Any side. If he gets that header, any side, left or right, it's a goal.
To be fair, it's right at him. That's fantastic reactions.
Yeah. The rain is absolutely soaking these players.
Especially in this weather as well, because that's fantastic reactions. But anywhere to either side, it's 4-0.
The goal.
But that's the kind of ball that we should be putting in for Gyökeres. And it always seems funny that when Gyökeres goes off, we start playing to where he would have been. And it happens all the time.
Cross from Odegaard is headed clear from the Leeds defender out for a corner on the other side of the pitch now, which Declan Rice goes out to take. Gary and Tony, that all started with Odegaard trying a forward pass. He leads the league in passes into the final third.
Yeah, but most of them passes, Apollo, are just 5 yards to Saka. It's not hard to press up your stats when you're making 15 of them passes every game.
So here comes the cross coming in from Declan Rice. Usual movement. Oh!
That rain, man.
Mr. Sitter this time. I mean, it's hard because of the weather, but that's an open goal. He doesn't get enough elevation on himself to get above the ball.
Yeah,
the ball just ricochets off the top of his head. Eze is stripped and Reze to come on. So we will say Eberechi Eze is coming on.
I don't know. He didn't jump, and that ball came in so fast he didn't have no time to react.
Yeah,
that's why he didn't jump.
Trossard is being replaced by Eze.
Now Eze's thinking, why the hell are you bringing me on here? I was sitting there all nice and toasty in my coat. Look at that rain.
Oh man.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I recall playing in games like this.
I used to love it. I used to love it.
Like, I can't wait for that hot shower, man.
And then you get to the showers and it was only cold water.
Oh dear. So 80 minutes. So
I mean, to be fair, Tony, how was Trossard played for almost 81 minutes in this game?
Good ball there from Calafiori. That was a great ball from Calafiori. Touch from I think it was Zubamendi. Looked to get it in the path of Declan Rice, but it went out for a throw. But the ball from Calafiori was an absolute dime. Arsenal with 58% possession in the second half.
So Dee's saying to Apollo, he's a flat track bully. He tanks possession. The guy's a liability. Bring him on when the game is put to bed so he can do his fancy ballerina stuff. He's talking about Odegaard. Apollo, what's your response, my friend?
Out from Raya. Go on, Martinelli. Throw into Leeds. They're bringing on another sub. So 3-0 down. Leeds make their fifth sub.
That guy's going absolutely nowhere. If I was a sub, I'd be gutted to be coming on in this weather. Leave me alone.
At least he's getting some game time, eh? First touch for Eze. Pitch has got really heavy now as well. You can tell. Get rid of Ez.
Oh, that's a great touch. That's a great touch by Raya previously. I'll tell you, go and sit down, man. Someone get the guy an umbrella.
Oh, great. Oh, unlucky. From Saliba.
It don't even look like the ball's rolling on the pitch.
It doesn't. It's holding up, isn't it?
Yeah, because Eze was running with the ball and the ball seemed to run past the ball.
Yeah, it's holding up because of the wet.
See, that's the ball. That's unlucky, but that's the ball that I want to see us play. Who's 18? Who's turned it into a negative? 18 saying only Arsenal fans can turn a good away win into a negative. Cranky does it all the time. What's Cranky said? Who said anything? No one said anything, have they?
Yeah, no, it's all been constructive criticism. I mean, ultimately, we praise people for things that we've seen. So we've given Gyökeres his flowers, you know, for his contribution in the game. Well defended Arsenal there. Oh, well done, Gabriel, to clear that potential danger in the box.
Andrew, man. Oh, this guy. He said Cam, apparently many Arsenal fans have experienced issues with Odie's twin brother, right guard. Oh, it's cute. Yeah. Right guard.
So Dominic Calvert-Lewin is now being substituted for Pirro.
And it is Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, it was coming. A very comprehensive victory, as you predicted, Gary. So we're on 85 minutes. Calvert-Lewin has just come off. Arsenal have a throw-in in their own half, which Timber will take. Throws it into Odegaard. Good touch from Odegaard. Finds Declan. Declan to Calafiori, who's driving down the left. Comes inside. Great ball to Odie.
And it's an Odegaard assist.
Odegaard, great assist to Jesus. And actually, the hold-up play is brilliant from Jesus. A little in and out hold-up play, and then picks his corner. Excellent play from Jesus in this situation. But yeah, we talked about it.
Hey, I don't know why is everybody coming for me in the chat? I haven't said nothing about what have I been moaning about.
Odegaard can do that. Good assist.
What have I been moaning about, guys? Please. I'm gonna have to watch this back. What have we moaned about? Nothing.
Jesus and his play, his shooting. But look, he's taken one out of his two good chances.
That's all you can ask for. The header was a brilliant header. Unfortunately, it was straight to keeper who pulls off a great reaction save.
Yeah.
Nobody's moaning. Yeah, I know Leeds is not. There's no easy ground to go to in the Premier League, Cam. Not just Leeds. There's no easy away fixture in the Premier League. There's
Yeah,
no
there is
easy
not
game
a
in the
single
Premier League.
easy away ground. There's not one single easy away ground. And people can criticise Arsenal. I mean, Garfield, I don't know if he's in the house, but, you know, once again, Arsenal get criticised because, we haven't had all these goals from strikers. Well, hang on a second. We scored 4 goals today. 4 goals. Oh, great play there from Odegaard. Nice. Sets of Martinelli down the middle. Oh, terrible pass. Finish. Oh, save for the goalkeeper. I think Martinelli was about to set Eze off, like literally into goal, but I think the ball held up. Oh, it was going to be a setup for Declan Rice, actually. Oh, this is a good win. This is a great win. You know, on the back of a win midweek where you just want players to get through the minutes and come out of it unscathed with no injuries, no new knocks. This is a good performance. This is a title-winning performance. You go to what should be a difficult away ground,
And you win 4-0.
Oh, off the line, and then headed back by Timber.
Apollo, just to touch on the comment that you just made about, you know, Odegaard's being helped today because Saka's not on the pitch. But there are other players on the pitch for Odegaard to pass the ball to. He does not have to just pass the ball
to Saka all the time. Yeah.
You know, there's other players he can choose to pass to who he wants to. He chooses to play these stupid little passes to Saka 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards all the time.
If anything, from where you see his heat map, he should be finding more than just Saka. He should be finding Gyökeres more regularly. Because you can see from his heat map, he's more central than anybody else.
But you put that heat map up, even the little cluster that was over to the right-hand side. Yeah. You know, why can't you slide balls through to Gyökeres? Why does it always have to go out to the right?
Absolutely. Any of those red spots, you should see a striker in the middle. So we're on 89 minutes. We want 5. We want 5. Leeds in the box. Well defended, Gabriel.
I'll settle for the clean sheet.
Yeah. Out to Eze on the left. He's gone back. He's gone back again. Gone back again. It's with the keeper. Odegaard plays it to Gabriel. Plays it to Calafiori. Zubimendi. See, Zubimendi should not be on the pitch right now. There was no need to bring Martinelli on, if I'm being honest. Unless Noni was carrying a knock.
See, Apollo, somebody get Arteta a Wenger jacket, but make sure the zip works. Man could never do out the zip.
Give it in depth. Calafiori was on.
Great. That's it. Well played. See, look at Eze. I mean, Eze just turns there, right? But he plays the ball forward. No thought of going back. It's a forward pass out to Timber. Play the ball forward when you can. That's how you create chances.
Turn out. Yeah, good play. Odegaard switches. Oh, unlucky. I'm not mad at that attempt at a crossfield board from Odegaard. If he gets that right, Timber's got a tap.
Listen, at 4-0 up, mate, with a minute or so to go, you don't care. If it's 0-0, you're thinking, why has he played that ball?
So 4 minutes of injury time. We're into the second minute already. Leeds keeper clears. Away by Saliba. Good play from Timber. Go on, Gabriel. Ooh. Corner to Arsenal.
I agree with you, Apollo, 100% with that, with your comment. That it is more encouraging when you see us playing forward and scoring goals from open play, because if we start adding goals and a good amount of goals from open play, and you got to give Arteta credit for that, because you know what, he probably hears this every other day that you set piece king, you set piece king, you set piece king, but he knows he wants us to score goals and more than just set piece. And today is a good way. Yeah, that would
be open play goals.
That would be nice, Apollo, wouldn't it? If we went on a run like we did at 23-24, whacking teams for fun.
Bit of afters there. Bit of afters. Calafiori getting into a scrap with someone. I'm not mad at that. Stand your ground. Don't be intimidated. You're 4-0 up. Give him the 4 fingers, mate. Give him the 4 fingers.
Yeah.
I think Zubimendi had a good chance of scoring there from the corner, but I think Gabriel got in his way.
The game has changed. You're quite correct. Cam, what you're failing to realise is we're just voicing opinions on what we see to be.
Yeah, we're being objective.
Odegaard, we're not.
We're not just poo-pooing players for the sake of poo-pooing players like some platforms. We're being objective. We're giving ideas of things that we see that could be improved. For instance, we think we'd be a better team if Gyökeres didn't come back and defend every corner. If he stayed on the halfway line, that would be an improvement for both me and Gary.
It's not something that has to happen all the time, but maybe just sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like teams don't never defend with just 10 players. We've seen other teams, Aston Villa, defend with like 6 players. They leave 3 men up front on the halfway line sometimes. They force the opposition into having to drop players back. There's many ways to skin a cat, and all we're doing is we're looking at all the options and saying, you know what, sometimes Noni can play on the left and you can play Saka on the right. We're making suggestions. Trossard, you need to attack your player as opposed to standing the ball up and then coming back in again.
I mean, look how different that second half was when Odegaard got on the ball and looked to play forward.
Yeah.
It's instead of playing a little 5-yard diagonal, look to play the ball forward. That's how you create chances. That's how you unsettle opposition.
We're fans of football. We know how the beautiful game can be played. At the end of the day, we're probably the most privileged fans because Gary and I are of an age where we've both seen the very best football that Arsenal have ever played.
Mm-hmm.
The Wenger era, we saw Wenger ball at his very best with the best striker, the best midfielders, the best wingers. And now we're trying to recreate that kind of atmosphere of impregnability, but there are tweaks that need to be added. We don't have Thierry Henry in this team. If Thierry Henry was in this team,
could you imagine if we had an Thierry Henry or Alexis Sanchez in this team?
It would have been done by now.
It would be done. But the thing is, if you, in any aspects of life, guys, right, if you keep things the same, it becomes easy for people to work out what you're going to do. If you chop and change and mix it up and play direct a bit more, play Gyökeres up front a bit more, or Martinelli as an out ball, you're giving people things to think about. That's how you win leagues. Yeah. You can't win it by just waiting, relying on a corner or a set piece. It's never gonna work that way.
I mean, ultimately, the set piece thing, as I said at the start of the game when we scored the set pieces, it's because we're applying such a huge amount of pressure on defenses that they're ending up having to not be able to defend them, and we get tap-ins or we end up with the own goals. You know, that's not just a fluke that we're scoring goals from set pieces. It's by design. It's meant to be that way. And you know what? We can't just take that away and say, look, let's poo-poo on our own strategy for scoring goals. So welcome, Cranky, back to the chat. I hope that we are, at this stage, not unhappily happy. But
I am happy. I am happy.
Hey!
Even Cranky's happy, guys.
I'm happy because we scored goals from open play. That's what I've been
Exactly.
crying about. We scored brilliant goal by Jesus, by the way, people. And getting the ball in the box. So you be talking, get the ball in the box. Get the ball in the box. Anything can happen. You can't score from way out there on the sideline, cutting back. Put the ball in the box.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's a brilliant goal by Jesus. Glad Goker score. And most of the players got some game time, which is important, so they can feel part of the squad.
Lots of positives from today.
Lots of positives. Right? Yes. Very pleased. And he benched the captain too, so that's good to show everybody that, you know what?
A nice clean sheet, 4 positive in the goal difference column. So, you know, step up Man City against Spurs tomorrow.
That's an interesting game. I mean, Spurs historically have done well against them, but they have been a shambles this season, and they're fighting relegation.
Yeah, we can't expect anything from Spurs tomorrow, but never say never.
I'm looking at Paulo's rating. Interesting. I would give Timber a different rating. I would give Rice a different rating.
Let's go through this together, guys. So what I'll do is I'll read out Apollo's rating by player, and then we all have our say. I'll start, then you, Cranky, then you, Gary. Yeah. So I think Raya 6. I don't think I'm going to move from that one because personally, I don't think Raya had anything to do. I think he had 1 shot on target all game. So he didn't have to make any saves at all. Distribution, you know, he made no errors. So I can't give him a high mark, but I can't give him a low mark. So I'm going to go with the 6. What do you reckon, Cranky?
I won't talk long. Same here. He had nothing to do today. He was a day at the beach. Didn't have to make any save. Distribution was okay. So, yeah, agree.
Okay. And you, Gary?
Yeah, agreed. 6. Run-of-the-mill, average performance.
Okay. Jurian Timber, 6. I'm going to up that to a 7 for myself because I love this guy. You know, he was involved at both defensively and offensively. Look, he's had to play out of position for a couple of games, but he's gone back to his position and he's dominated there. His attacker had absolutely 0 passes. He got past 0 times. And to me, he's affecting the game in both halves, both defensively and offensively. So for that, I'm giving him a 7. Cranky, over to you.
I would agree. He's the second best right back in the Premier League after Reece James. I think Reece is brilliant. Yeah, Reece is brilliant. Timber's offensive game needs work. Reece played center mid against us and dominated us, even with all our midfielders there. Now, when Reece is fit, but Timber, Hakimi, Reece James, 3 best right backs in football. Timber is brilliant defensively. He pressures the offensive player, which is really interesting as a defender. I thought he played well today. He missed a chance if he just slightly touched the ball versus full heading it. But no, he played well. I'll give him a 7.
And over to you, Gary.
Yeah, I think Timber's actually better than Reece James defensively. Reece James is better offensively. And for a right back, your key role is to defend. So for me, Timber is the best right back in probably world football at the moment. I'm going to give him an 8 because I thought he was absolutely superb. And he done well being on the yellow card not to pick up silly bookings. He doesn't really make silly tackles.
Yeah.
So
we missed out Saliba and Gabriel, who Apollo has given both a 7. So I'm going to go to those two guys. I'm going to give Saliba a solid 7. I actually think Saliba was very involved in progressing the ball today. You know, he took the responsibility to actually drive with the ball, which he's been doing of late. But what the difference was, of late, he's also been creating errors. Whereas today, 0 errors, progressing the ball in good position. So I'm going to give Saliba an 8. I thought Gabriel had as good a game as he normally has. Didn't really do anything over and above, but I'm going to give him a 7. So for me, it's an 8 for Saliba. It's a 7 for Gabriel. Over to you, Cranky.
Well, I think they both deserve the same grade because I think Gabriel's very good. I think what we miss is that was Skybert Lewin playing? I couldn't see him. Skybert Lewin was on the field, wasn't he? If I can't see my center forward, that means my defenders are being very good. You know, my CDM may be helping. I thought Gabriel's passing between the lines and going out wide, playing the ball so you don't have to break strides was very good. That 40-yarder to, I think it was Madueke over the top. And I thought he was very good today. Pressure in the box too that he applies to defenders. He creates havoc when he's in the box. And I thought they're both 8s today.
Okay.
Because there was nothing Leeds created, 0. Granted, the whole team defense, but Leeds created nothing. So, yeah, I thought they're both 8.
Yeah. Okay. And over to you, Gary.
I agree with Cranky. Both 8s. I think they both need to start playing them balls that we saw Gabriel play and Saliba play a couple down the line. They need to play them more often because we've got winning runners. We've got guys with speed, set them free. But, yeah, I think for me, they're the best centre-back pairing in world football still. Both 8s. We forgot Hincapié, by the way.
No, I wanted to do it in the the way that we.
Oh, you're going across the team. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Before we go further, though, I want to touch upon Gary made, which is Van Dijk does it brilliant for Liverpool. That cross-field ball to Salah, which he used to put on a dime 24/7. Gabriel can do that. He should do more of that.
Yeah.
It's part of the defense. It's part of the defense. Stretch the defense.
Over to Hincapié. I mean, defensively sound. It obviously doesn't offer you anything like what Lewis Skelly or Calafiori, who when he came on was, clearly able to offer. So I think 6 is a good mark for him. I thought he was solid. Again, no mistakes. Didn't get beat very often, if at all, down his side. And that shows his quality. But when you've got Calafiori and Lewis Skelly ahead of you, you kind of need to have something additional to just being a very good defender. So I'm not displeased at his performance, but I just think, it's a 6 for me.
So I'm gonna judge my defenders first based on defending, and then I put the offensive component in it because if you beat a team like Leeds who's been playing well 4-0, Ryan didn't have to make a change. Is a 4-person in front of you. He didn't get beaten one time today I can recall. So he was very good defensively. Offensively, he was okay. He got the ball out to Trossard. He got the ball to Rice. So I give him a 7. I don't think anybody in defense should get less than a 7.
Okay. Gary?
Yeah, agree again with Cranky. Well, me and Cranky agreeing twice on the same stream. Never been seen before, I don't think. But a solid defensively, and I say that's what you have to check for your defenders. You need them to defend first, and then anything else they produce is a bonus. And he linked well with Trossard, solid at the back, so a 7 for him. And don't forget, this guy's just coming back from injury as well, so it was
absolutely. So, guys in the chat, just so you know, if you want to put your votes in, I will read them out. So that leads us into the midfield. Zubimendi, who should be the next in that ranking. Apollo has given Zubimendi a 7.5.
Yeah.
I think Zubimendi. I mean, he doesn't do anything.
By the way, just for Tony, he did score the first goal. So
he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about in general.
No, I know. I'm just saying when you're grading him, you got to think about that.
Yeah, but scores a goal. So 7.5 from Apollo. I'm going to give him an 8 for the goal. Just keeps things ticking over, and sometimes that's what you need from a CDM, just to keep things ticking over. keep moving the ball. You know, he is growing into that role as well, which I think, you know, is a positive sign for him as a player. You know, coming up and getting a goal, which he's now done on a few occasions this season. Yeah, I'm not too displeased with his performance today. Over to you, Cranky.
I agree with everything that you says. He's a good player. He's not an exceptional player. He's a good player. He keeps the ball moving. He scores a really good goal today, a good header, because we missed about 3 or 4 of them. I would like to see sometimes actually Rice in the 6, Havertz or Odegaard in the 10 and Eze in the 8. I would love to see how that would work out offensively. Defensively, it's a little bit more challenging given up the ground that Rice covers, but I'd say a 7.5.
Cool. Gary?
Yeah, great headed goal by Zubamendi. I think he was helped out a lot today because Rice seemed to be babysitting him today. Rice seemed to, especially in the second half, Rice was plonked right by his side. But all in all, Zubamendi uses the ball well. I think sometimes you just need to see some more of those line-breaking passes from him. But all in all, I'm going to just upgrade him to an 8. It was a lovely run and flick header. So an 8 for Zubamendi.
So both Gary and I give him an 8, and so has Cam. Thanks for sending over your ratings, Cam. So Cam has given him an 8. He's given Rice an 8. He's given Gabriel and Saliba a 7 for Gabriel and an 8 for Saliba, same as me. 6 for Nketiah, 5 for Timber. Not sure about that 5 for Timber. Seems a bit harsh for me, Cam. And a 6 for Raya. So we move on to Rice, who Apollo gave Rice an 8. Cam gave Rice an 8 as well. I'm gonna give Rice a 7. I thought he was again hard working. You know, you see this guy just run all over the pitch. His heat map must be ridiculous. But I kind of think, you know what? I want to see him do more at the other end. In fact, was it the Gabriel Jesus goal where he runs through after getting a ball from Havertz? From Odegaard, and he storms into the box and he causes havoc there. I want to see him be a little bit more attacking in that way. So I'm giving Rice a 7. What about you, Cranky?
I have the same score as you, and I have the same view as you do. My 8 has to produce offensively also. That role plays defense and offense. I don't see enough offense. He's like a great defender, but the offensive component is average. I need to see more of that. Now, his set pieces, in terms of where he plays the ball, are pretty good. But it does beg the question around, can he do more offensively in terms of assists and goals? And we need to see more. So I give him a 7.
Gary, over to you.
Yeah, so with Declan Rice today, I thought in the second half he basically sat by Zubamendi and they formed a solid partnership. We didn't really see him breaking forward, so the game was nigh on done. His set pieces are important, and I'd like to see him actually take all set pieces, even the ones on the other side, because his delivery is, I think, the best in the team. So for me, Declan Rice, I'm happy with the 8 that Apollo's give him. Sometimes the defensive side of the game is needed, and it's just as important as the 8 getting forward for them to put in the defensive work also. And sometimes, you know, we forget that he's a converted 6. And so I thought he done really well today.
So I brought up some stats from Declan Rice's game today, which show 21 passes in the final third, 5 duels contested, 4 duels won, 4 clearances, 3 chances created, 3 times possession won, 2 touches in the opposition box, 2 tackles, 0 fouls conceded. He was everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as I said, he is a very hard-working midfield player who does a lot of running. He literally seems to cover every blade of grass, because you do find him sometimes right wing, sometimes left wing, definitely in the defensive third, then in the attacking third. So, great in that he does all of that donkey work. But yeah, as I and Cranky said, I think sometimes we're looking for a little bit more magic from him, something to just, tip him over the edge as a potential game breaker.
But I think so. As you're saying that though, Tony, I think sometimes it's what the game calls for. So if the game calls for him to do the dirty work in the 6 and 8, literally playing together,
yeah,
in the 6, and that's what it calls for. When it calls for the other side of the game, we've seen him produce it. We've seen him score goals. So for me, he's become a complete midfielder. Today, the game dictated for him to sit with Zubimendi in a double pivot, and that's what they've done.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's move on to Kai Havertz. Apollo has given Kai a 7. Let me see Cam's rankings. So Cam has given Havertz a 7 as well. And I'm going to go with that. I'm going to give Kai a 7. Played 60 good minutes. I thought he had a decent set of minutes. He, involved himself in the play. Nothing extra special, but yeah, solid minutes for Kai Havertz today. Cranky?
So I'm an outlier. I gave between 5.5 and a 6. I know he just came up from injury. I just didn't see what he did. I mean, he was on the field. He touched a few balls. I didn't see what he did today to be justified. If I'm gonna give a 7 to certain players, and Kai was on there, Kai didn't play up to. Kai was probably our worst player today, apart from Trossard. Sorry, Trossard probably was our worst player, but I'm gonna give him a 6. I'm generous. I'm gonna give him a 6. I mean, I love how he played in midweek, but he was okay today. He didn't do anything special for the entire game. He didn't beat a man. He didn't make a true pass for a goal. He didn't do anything. So I got to give him a 6. And I'm being generous. I almost did 5. I felt guilty. Everybody gave him 7.
Yeah,
Over to you, Gary.
I'm gonna agree with Cranky again. It's a 6 from me. Average performance. Good to see him get 60 odd minutes under his belt, which will benefit us in the long run. But you could tell that he was just lacking that little bit of match sharpness. And obviously, against Kyriak in the Champions League, the level today was pushed up a little bit. And it just showed that he was just a yard short, but that's to be expected when you've been out for that long. So it all bodes well for the future. So it's a 6 from me.
Cool. All right. So we move on. Madueke, Apollo has given Madueke a 7.5. Cam gave Madueke an 8. I'm going to sit on a 7 there. I think he flatters to deceive, if I'm being totally honest. I think he's a kind of player, look, he had a pre-assist with a corner that probably doesn't go where he wanted it to go, but ended up causing absolute chaos by dropping just under the bar and creating an own goal. It's worrying for me, actually, because he gets his opportunities and he doesn't take them, because midweek he had a stinker. As far as I'm concerned, got in great positions and absolutely fluffed his lines every time. And the problem is, you've got a guy ahead of you who more often than not makes the better decision. And then today, he gets the opportunity unannounced, because Saka gets a pull in the warm-up, and he's now found himself starting the game, but doesn't really show out. So it's a bit of a situation for him. So I'm going to give him a 7. I might even knock it down to a 6.5. So yeah, 6.5 for me. Cranky, over to you.
So I'm focused on outcomes. He had 2 assists. The own goal was him purely him, nobody else. Even though there's some bun in the box. And
By
the
accident.
Zuba- No, it doesn't matter. That he creates the havoc with that corner, right? Keeper made a mistake, but he created the havoc, so he got an assist there. And the Zuba goal was him on the head in the goal. So 2 assists in a game, and those are the 2 first goals we scored.
Mm-hmm.
So relieve the pressure. So I'm gonna give him 7.5. Okay. Is that what he got from Alpalo? I'm gonna give him 7.5.
Okay, Gary.
Yeah, 2 assists. Cranky's spot on right again. It's almost like me and Cranky are the same person today. I don't know what's going on, guys. We apologise. We apologise for the
I migrated to the UK. I migrated to the UK. I'm assuming I'm clouding.
We apologise for the technical glitch, guys. Normal service will be resumed soon. Yeah, I say he creates the goal for Zubimendi with a lovely cross, and he creates havoc from the corner, which was a wicked in-swinger, which the keeper makes a mistake, but without the corner, the keeper doesn't make the mistake. So, all in all, it was a good performance. He likes to beat his man. What was interesting was a couple of times he beat his man on the outside and then delivers the cross rather than cutting back and then cutting back again and cutting back again. Just beat your man, get the ball into the danger area, and let the other players do what they've got to do. So I'm happy with his 7.5 from Apollo there. I'm going to keep it the same.
Cool.
And by the way, guys, 3 of the goals we scored came from crosses into the box, right? Put the ball in the box. As Gary is saying, put the ball in the box. Anything can happen.
There's no need to keep mucking about with it. You know. Beat your man, put it in the box.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we have certainly upped the ante by way of what we present at crosses, because when you have Kai Havertz and Gyökeres in the box, you've got 2 players who are capable of causing some problem for defenders and goalkeeper if you cross the ball in. So the Kai Havertz addition to the team is an interesting dynamic, because it does mean offensively you can just cross the ball in.
Yep.
So
and even Jesus had one he could have scored today, that header from across. Yeah. Jesus is pretty good in the air also. Yeah.
I'll move on to Trossard, who I'm going to give a 4 today. I thought he was absolutely pointless. And I mean pointless in that he has no needle. He has no puncture ability. Yeah. He cannot penetrate a defense. And it's just too much of the same. If I'm a defender, I am absolutely worshipping the fact that you've got that player on my side of the pitch, because I don't have any threat. So 4 for me. Over to you, Cranky.
I'm struggling because I thought you were generous. So here's what's bad, guy. In a game you won 4-0, right? You scored 4 goals, and my left winger, and nobody else has got below a 6 so far. And I was gonna give him a 5. And then I listened to what Tony said, and I'm like, why am I so generous? I'm going to give him a 3. Because I believe nobody should be doing a 5 when you win 4-0. But then I'm like, what did he do today? Apart from a couple of balls, he tried to box and a couple of turnovers, and he played. You know what? I'm going to give him a 4 because he did defend. He helped Nkape. He does defend, right? He tries. He's not the best defender. He's not like a Gabriel Martinelli. But he does. I'm gonna give him a 4. I'm generous. I'm giving him a 4. Okay. I'm gonna give second you, Tony. I'm gonna give him a 4.
Over to you, Gary.
Okay, so I struggled to see why he was on the pitch for almost 81 minutes. I couldn't work it out. I really couldn't. It made no sense to me. You got other players there that you could be bringing on. Eze screaming for minutes, and you literally played a guy who hasn't contributed nothing to a 4-0 win. Apart from helping out his left back, is what we're saying. Yeah, that's basically what we've put it down to. So, being as every mark really starts at a 6, which just means you're average, right? A 6 is bare average. You to have gone 4, which means I think he done less than that.
He defended, Gary. He defended. He helped Nkape out.
Yeah, but that's. What's that?
That's his primary duties. Primary duties is score. Remember, we say offensive players should be trying to score and defense.
Gary's
So
going to turn into Roy Keane.
I know.
Listen, that's it. That's his job. That's his
Give
job.
him one. Give him one for effort. Put that effort in there. Put the effort. There's an effort grade.
You know, I'm gonna go 3.9. I'm taking it to a 3.9.
No,
guys.
we only do halves. It's 3.5 or a foot also. We don't do
3.5. and that's being generous.
Okay.
You play 81 minutes and you haven't done nothing but help out your left back. Nah. No.
So now you're gonna see why I question Arteta's game management. I mean, that's so obvious today. It's ridiculous.
Okay, it's going to be interesting when it comes to what we give the manager based on that statement you just made, Cranky. So going on to Victor Gyökeres, I'm going to Apollo said 7. Cam said 8 for Gyökeres. I agree with Cam. I give Gyökeres an 8. I thought he was very effective at his end of the pitch. I think he comes back and he helps out, but he doesn't need to, if I'm being totally honest. I think it's a waste of his talent, and I'd rather see him cause the defence more problems by being an outlet when we are defending. But I still think he had a good game today. I think there are little things in his game which are subtle, where you got to go, okay, you didn't score a goal in this bit, but you were there as part of the build-up to a progressive bit of play. And of course, the fact he does score a goal when he's being held in the box cements that for me. So a solid 8 for Victor Gyökeres today. Over to you, Cranky.
You guys know how much I love Victor Gyökeres. Now today he played well. He missed what I consider a sitter. When Victor Gyökeres get breakaways, I turn my head from my TV because nothing gonna happen. And he got one today. There's no defender should get back and get that ball. He supposed to step across the defender. And just defender should not be able to throw the ball off his foot. He was a breakaway. Yeah. He was behind the defense. So he loses a point for that. And he gets a point for the goal. So he gets a 7. You lose a point for that, get a point for the goal. He bounces out to a 7. You have to score that goal. That's what I'm concerned about. This is not the first game that's happened to him either, by the way.
Okay.
You get away, you got to put it away because we won't have those situations in the tougher games and you're the primary striker. But his hold-up play was decent today. His link-up play was decent. He battled defenders. He was getting fouled and not being called. So he had a good game. So it's a 7.
Okay, Gary.
All right. So Victor Gyökeres today, for me, had a really good game. A really good game. His hold-up play, there was some decent hold-up play. There was some decent layoffs. You know, he wins challenges. He came back and defended. He scored a goal. Yes, he missed an opportunity when he was clean through. I don't agree, however, with Tony's assessment of it or your assessment of it, Cranky. I think it's a great challenge by the defender. I think one thing that we have to remember with Gyökeres is this is his first season in the Premier League. All right, this is the toughest league in the world. It's not like the Portuguese league where you break away and that defenders already give up. Over here, that doesn't happen. The defenders will keep going, and it's twice now we've seen brilliant last-ditch tackles as he's about to pull the trigger. So I think with time, that will sharpen up, and he will realise that he doesn't have the same amount of time he does in the Portuguese league. He scored a very good goal when he was actually being held and pulled backwards, and he still managed to get a good enough connection on the ball to take it past the keeper. Yeah. All in all, I thought he had a really good game. I'm going to give him an 8.5 today.
So can I do a bit of rebuttal for Gary? Can I rebut Gary before you go?
Yeah, hold on. And I'm also going to give him my man of the match today.
So let me say something to what Gary says. First of all, he's 27 years old. He's not 18 or 19 like Esteval from Chelsea, who's lighting up the league. He's 20. He costs £50 million. He's 27 years old. He's a Champion League. He's a top goal scorer in Europe last year with 90-something in the last 2 years. He's scored a lot of goals, playing difficult games, played Champions League games. I see him destroy Man City. I'm not giving that benefit of the doubt about the Premier League first season because he's not 19, 18, 17, 20. He's 27. Older, Swiss international. he has to validate we bought him to win the title. He was a missing piece, supposedly. So I can't give him any benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
I
but
understand what you're saying, Gary, but I can't give him benefit of the doubt.
but Cranky, on saying that, if you look at the games that he hasn't played in, there's no coincidence that Sunderland, we dropped points. Who was the other one that he didn't play? There was another game we didn't play. I think we lost that game. When he doesn't play, our team doesn't perform because of the work that he does pressing defenders.
Right. Look, I'm not saying he doesn't contribute. What I'm saying is that he has to give me more for us to win the title. We can't win with him, right? 6G.
Yeah, but I think for him to give you more, you have to play to his strengths. You have to
that's
play.
true. And our wingers haven't done that. Our wingers haven't done that.
You
Our wingers have been poor.
We've seen ample opportunities where people have had time to cross the ball to him, and they haven't done it. We call it out almost on a weekly basis.
That's true. Actually, that's true.
But when you have played him the ball, he has made things happen. So you know what I mean? It can't be for me. It can't be both ways. Utilize the guy properly, he will score you goals. No striker scores every opportunity that they have. Yeah, not even Haaland. Like I mentioned on the stream, I've seen Haaland miss from 1 yard out, put it over the bar. It happens. But I would rather my striker.
I wasn't talking about his misses in that way, but he got 2 games now, seen him get breakaway and doesn't even look like scoring.
Yeah, but I'd rather see my striker in the position than not in the position and miss than not in the position for it not to miss, if that makes sense.
No, I hear you.
Okay, so I've got some stats there. I've got a little bit further stats which indicate just on the Gyökeres isn't as bad as they say. It's now 30 matches for Gyökeres for Arsenal. He's had 13 goal contribution and 11 goals and 2 assists. End of January.
1 and 2,
that's not the worst. That's not the worst. And as you mentioned, Gary, I think he's up there with Ekitike now in terms of goals. It needs improvement, but it doesn't need huge improvement. You know, if he gets 9 goals by the end of the season and ends up on 20 goals, everybody will turn around and say that was a good season. I've no doubt.
But let's not also forget he's had 2 penalties taken off of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timber's got in his way at least twice when he had clear headers. When he goes off, we play.
Can you guys wake me up when you're finished with the Gyökeres excuses? Can you wake me up when you finish Gyökeres excuses? You know, his toenail fell out. We agreed his toenail fell out and he couldn't play one of the games. I mean, come on.
Have you not realised that we play to his strength when he's sitting on the bench?
Maybe there's a reason.
They take him off, and all of a sudden the ball start flying into the box. You think, as he? We will agree that we don't supply him enough, but we should also agree that sometimes he runs like the Titanic, and he can't turn, and he's stiff. He's stiff. I watch him sometimes. I'm like, the Titanic didn't run its son.
That goal Jesus scored today. Can you see Gyökeres scoring that goal?
Yeah, I can.
No. He froze the defender with a pullback. Froze him. That's not ordinary goal.
What you're not getting is the Gyökeres given the opportunities sometimes that Jesus has had. You know, sometimes Jesus is guilty of some glaring misses. That header that he missed today, I think Gyökeres scores that.
Okay, no, he wouldn't. You know why he wouldn't? Because Jesus came on the field for about 15 minutes and got 3 chances. How many did Gyökeres get?
Yeah, but
let me say something. Tony and Gary play football. Wait, Tony and Gary play football.
I'm saying.
Wait, no, Gary and Tony play football.
When Gyökeres goes and sits on the bench, they start playing the balls in we want them to play for Gyökeres. It's like they don't like the guy. It's almost like they don't like the guy.
No. They're saying we can't.
You know what it is? No. It's like, you know what, when you're in school, and the new kid turns up. Nobody likes the new kid.
No,
we like the old kid. That's what it's like, man. That's what it's like.
The old kid is cool and know what he's doing. The new kid is fumbling, and as you said, the new kid is new on the block. He's not built. He's not built up that suave that what you need. Think about it. Go this way. Jesus today beat a man, fell down, got up, make a subtle pass. Gyökeres can't beat nobody except himself. He ain't getting by no player.
So D Dubs has said Gyökeres is a fantastic player, the type of striker we need. We needed Raya, Gabby, and Willow, Deck, Gyökeres. There's your spine.
No, I mean, D like them bullies, Duncan Ferguson players. That's what he likes.
I can't agree with that, D, because I honestly think there is easily an upgrade on the Gyökeres position. I don't poo-poo him. I don't think he's a scrub. Look, a lot of people have said he's already a bust. I don't think he's already a bust.
No, he can't be a bust yet.
I certainly don't think he's a bust if he goes on and scores another 9 goals before the end of the season and ends the season on 20 goals. Especially if he ends up on 20 goals and we won the league. Yeah? So he's not a bust for me, but there is improvement available at that position. And for that reason, he isn't a fantastic player. He's a good player. So I'll give him that.
Who's your upgrade? You're talking about Julian Alvarez?
I'm absolutely putting Julian Alvarez as one of the possible improvements. I mean,
who hasn't scored in his last 11 appearances in a substandard league?
I still think he's a better player than Victor Gyökeres.
Oh, no, he's a better player, but he playing for Atletico Madrid too, where they play low block football, slow prodding. But he should be doing better.
Like we do, you mean? We're a little bit.
They're the snail, and we're a little bit quicker.
We're the snail without the shell. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
A slug.
But you're right about that, though. I mean, Alvarez hasn't had the best season. Last year, had a brilliant season. Last year, he hasn't had the best season.
Yeah, I mean, there's players who ultimately you go, could you have upgraded? Would you have took Ollie Watkins at the start of the season if he was an option instead of Victor Gyökeres? Probably would have got a better return if you'd have chose Ollie Watkins.
Ollie missed a lot of goals, though. I watched all of the Villa games. Ollie missed a lot of goals. Easy goals, too. Ollie movement is the key factor. He moves really well. He creates space for his teammates like Marcus Rogers. He can hold the ball. He's a very good footballer, but he needs 1 in 3 and 1 in 4 to score. He's not a 1 in 2 striker.
Okay.
Well, Gyökeres today had 1 in 2, no?
Yeah. Yeah. The previous game he probably had about 1 in 4, didn't he? Did he? Yeah. The previous game when he missed that sit over the bar, he missed a couple of easy ones. Yeah,
but don't forget that Martinelli nicked one off him on the line, innit? So it would have been 2 in 4.
Was that a miss or a goal?
No, it was going in until Martinelli tapped it in on the line.
Okay. Martinelli padding his Champions League stats.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think ultimately, there is improvement. I mean, Andrew Roach says it as well. Arsenal should have signed Victor Osimhen. And we've talked about this. I think last week, Cranky, where there's definitely something wrong with the Victor Osimhen because no club has gone.
Yeah, I was just going to say exactly the same thing. Whether it's a money thing or whether it's an attitude thing, there's a reason that he's stuck at Galatasaray.
You guys, you know how that works. You get a bad reputation and it's spread like wildfire. Nobody wants to touch you. You're a cancer. He's probably a cancer player. Even then, people still get you, right? Even when you're a cancer player, people still try you and say, you know what? Let me see what it's about. So he wants £400,000 a week. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, the needle goes up a little bit for Gyökeres today after today's game because he scored a goal. I think, the Arsenal fan base are fairly toxic. They get on your back if you have, a little blip. And I can understand it to a degree, but I do think you've got to give him, time to really acclimatise to this league. Acclimatise with his teammates, and I don't think we've been playing to his strengths enough. Gary and I have made so many references in game to opportunities where we've not just played him in.
Sorry, Tone. I'm just reading the comments. So D saying to Cranky, if you're going into war, deep waters, are you taking Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus with you? If I'm going to war, I want Victor Gyökeres by my side, man. I want to give him an M60 and let him go do his Rambo thing.
Since this is 2026 and we're using AI, so much more sophisticated than drones, we're not going into war with anybody. We're going to use our drones to kill off people. So you can go fight and kill yourself off. We're doing it remotely, okay? You go do that. You go do that.
We go to the subject of war. We got to the subject of war. Oh, God.
Okay, so that guys leads us to the manager, which is the last comment to address. I've lost his ratings now. There we go. So Apollo gave Arteta a good solid 9, which is hard to not have when you've just won 4-0 at a difficult away ground.
Tony, should we do the subs before the manager? We should do the subs, shouldn't we? Subs were impactful. Martinelli, Jesus.
I'm gonna let you go with your rankings on the subs because I'm not really a big.
I'm giving them all 7s, but we don't really do the subs.
I'm gonna give Martinelli an 8. I'm gonna give Jesus a 7 because he missed 2 sitters, but he scored a brilliant goal. I'm gonna give Martinelli. I thought Martinelli's cross was brilliant on his left foot on the right side. The goalkeeper to score.
Make it make sense because when he's on the left side, he can't possibly his left foot to make for love nor money. But
yeah.
No. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
crazy
I'm
player.
not going to disagree with you on that.
There is so much talent in that Martinelli. It's ridiculous. But he also makes some basic mistakes at this level. You can't fathom it.
By the way, it was a brilliant setup because you know what? It was a 30-yard ball that he ran down. No, 30. He said 25 by Odegaard. Beat the defender, skipped over him.
It was actually a poor pass by Odegaard. It was Martinelli.
He made it a good pass. He made it a good pass. Yeah. That alone is 2 points. So it's 6 and 2, 8. So he gets 8.
Okay. Okay. And no mark for Calafiori because I thought he was quite impactful.
He was lively. I give him a 6.5. He was lively.
Good.
I'll give Calafiori a 6 and the other 2 7s.
Okay, so that leads us on to the manager. So as I said, Arteta was given a 9 by Apollo. Cam gave him, if I could get that far down. No, I can't even see Cam's mark. It's too many things have come in since. But I'm agreeing with Apollo. I'm going to give Arteta a solid 9. There it is. Thank you. So Cam gave Arteta a 10.
Wow.
Thanks, Apollo.
It was just
over to you, Cranky.
So I'm very generous with Arteta today. I'm going to give him an 8. It's heresy that Trossard was on the field for 80-something minutes, and we all gave him a 4 as the highest mark that he got. That's part of management. And you have a bench, which is the strongest in world football. So you couldn't put on Eze to play out there because he's played out there before and give him more game time. Trossard should not be on the field for 80 minutes. He was horrible. So that's my one deduction for him. That's 2 points. I need him to do better game management sometime. Last game we played, he put on 4 men simultaneously as if the things are running away when more strategic decisions to me in terms of substitution and maybe some change in speeding up the game when we were playing this backward nonsense. But today we won 4-0. I didn't have a problem with Havertz starting, so I give him an 8.
Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is us. Other results today: Brighton Everton drew 1-1.
I gave him an 8. What do you mean downgrade? He got an 8. I don't give anybody a 9. I don't give 9s. He got an 8. He got the highest score I gave today.
I'm going to give Arteta a 7 just for the pure fact that Trossard played 81 minutes. And that's it.
He gets an 8. I mean, what you want, D? I mean, 18, I should say, not D. He gets an 8.
He would have got an 8 had Trossard been hooked on 65. He would have got an 8. But playing him for that extra 15 minutes has cost him a point.
So West Ham have gone 1-0 up against Chelsea at Chelsea in 11th minute. Jared Bowen with the goal on 7.
You know, if Saka doesn't watch himself, Bowen may replace him in the starting line for England. If Saka keeps playing the way he does and Bowen keeps playing the way he does, 'cause that's what Bowen assists, we have some problems.
Tuchel likes Saka. He ain't gonna replace him.
No, he likes him, but Saka is not producing. Tuchel says it's game time.
You know what it is? He's banked enough credits for him not to get dropped. You know what I mean?
No.
You can't drop a player like that when you bank, because he's banked too many credits now. Too many goals, too many assists.
Actually, he would have been in trouble if Madueke played better for Arsenal. Because Tuchel loved Madueke, actually. But Madueke doesn't play anything.
I don't know why Arsenal don't play Madueke on the right and Saka on the left. It makes
he doesn't play well on the right. He doesn't play well on the No, I mean, he doesn't play well on the left. Sorry. You're right. I mean, does Saka play on the... He doesn't play on the left since just playing wing back, has he?
It's where he started.
But he was playing wing back, not left wing, right?
We saw it for about, 10 minutes the other day, did we not?
Yeah.
You know, but for me, it's a perfect solution. Madueke offers more than Martinelli, and Saka definitely offers more than Martinelli on the left. So for me, it's a perfect solution.
What is Cam talking about? See, Cam, you should listen. I said Madueke didn't play. Wasn't that the one pushing his 2 assists, Tony? They should get a grade because he got 2 assists. What are you talking about, Cam? Well, you just want to criticize. Criticize what deserves criticism as well, Cam.
Take that, Cam.
Yeah, take that, Cam. Take that. I got receipts, Cam. I got receipts. Okay, I have receipts.
Why don't you come with it, Cam? Why don't you come with it?
Right, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to go because I'm going to boxing at the Copper Box. So
who's fighting?
It's Fran Hennessy tonight against Boutel. But there's obviously a big boxing tonight with Shakur Stevenson fighting Teofimo Lopez.
Oh, that's a good fight.
Madison Square Garden.
That's a big fight. That's a big fight. Great card. I'm gonna start myself getting ready to go now. So it's been a pleasure as always. 4-goal win. I can't wait to see the next one. So at this stage, thank you everybody who logged in. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll catch you up for the next week. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cranky. Take care, Gary.
Have a
good weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.
And what did Apollo say there? Hold on, Tom. What did Apollo just say? Apollo just put a message there. Where has it gone? Did you see the message that Apollo just put?
No.
About the night.
I can see a message. I can see a message.
No, guys, I don't believe I'll be well enough for a nightcap on Monday night. We shall see. So I thought it was to me. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, mate.
You too, buddy. Take care.
Mate. Bye.